Good morning. It is Friday, November 10th, and we got a little skiff of snow last night, so come out and see if I can find a track. It's going to warm up to about 40 later on, so it's all going to be gone. So I figured I'd come out first thing. Nice balmy 29 degrees this morning. Alright, it's about 10 minutes after legal, so I'm going to get out there and hopefully we see something. Check in with you later. Made it to the top of the ridge. Well, with the wind the way it is today, I'm planning on just making my way around the edge of it. Around to where I found that little pocket of them the other day, and I jumped one. We got a nice little bedding area down there with scrapes and some rubs and stuff, so seems to be where they're hanging out. My face feels like it's frozen. Just warming up my hands before I get going again. Cold. It's cold. It was a good crispy day though. Except the leaves are kind of half frozen, so they're a little loud. Not quite as quiet as walking on them after it rained, but only cut one track so far, and pretty small. I think it was doe and rabbits and squirrels, of course, but haven't come across a good track yet, but I might once I get up here. Brr. I'm gonna have to get moving again. Alright, stay tuned. Almost to the spot where I want to go sit for a little bit. Those squirrels been driving me nuts. Boy, they're awful loud. Alright, I'm gonna ease my way on out to my little spot. Been at it for over 4 hours. Well, I've only been setting for over an hour, but probably close to 2 hours, actually. So cold. Well, I'm not really dressed for setting very long, so I'm gonna make a loop around and work my way back to the truck. I've got to thaw out. I'm cold. The sun was gonna come out this morning, but now it's overcast. The wind picked up. Knocked the snow out of the trees. That was really loud. Snow just falling everywhere. No signs yet. Well, I got a little story. I'm going to make everybody mad. You guys have really been going off in the comments. Most of you are going to be mad for what I didn't do. Some of you are going to be mad for what I thought about doing. So, the last time I was out hunting, I come down off the other side of this ridge into the road. Sorry, I'm shaking the camera. I'm trying not to shake, but I'm cold. Well, when I was at the top of the ridge, I blew my grunt call, just a couple soft grunts, and walked down off the ridge onto this dirt road. And I was thinking to myself, oh, this is perfect because I'm coming around the corner. It was actually, I was coming out to that clearing where 2 years ago I saw that big doe cross. So I was coming around the corner of the road to that clearing, and the wind was perfect. It was right in my face. I said, oh yeah, I'll get to the top of that little knoll that looks down over that clearing, and I'll just kind of call, see if anything comes out. Oh my gosh, I'm cold. So I start to come around the corner and I can see a taillight, so I stop obviously and back up. So there was a pickup truck sitting there watching the same clearing, so I'm like, crap. So that means I have to traipse all the way back around and bushwhack my way through to another spot where I can come out. So cold. So I start to make my way back up the ridge. More snow. And something off to my left side, I can hear it crunching. So I'm like, oh, something's coming. So I get ready, and a coyote comes out, and so evidently he had heard me call when I was up on the ridge and came to check me out. He come bounding out, and at this point, I mean, I'm out of sight of the truck. They never even saw me. So he came bounding out, and he didn't come out into the road, but he was about 15 to 20 feet away from me, checking me out. He had a thick, healthy coat. I picked my gun up. I said, ho, you're done. But then I got thinking, I'm like, last I knew, you could just shoot him. If you see him out, shoot him. And then I was like, well, like this fraction of a doubt. I'm like, what if I'm wrong? What if that changed? And I was only about 20 yards from that truck, so I'd light their whole spot right up. So you guys are gonna hate me, but I let it go. And I just sniffed and just kind of looked at me for a minute, hopped back up over the left side of the ridge where he come from. Cold. Brr. So I know, it's terrible, and I feel bad, and I should have plinked him. I should have. I think about them poor deer getting their rear end chewed out alive. Grr. But you gotta make these decisions in split seconds, and there are multiple factors involved, so oh goodness. Alright, I gotta move. I'm freezing. Hope it doesn't rain. Alright, well, I'm gonna make a loop around and see if I see anything on my way out. Check in with you later. Well, I made it back to the truck. It's 13:45. I think I'll call her a day. Go find something to eat and warm up and have a cup of coffee. I think Jacko might sit in the blind with Joe this evening, so. Nope, didn't see any deer, but lots of signs. Tracks and trails and all kinds of things. So I picked Sweetie a cattail. Every time I see cattails, I want to dig them up and cook the roots, see what they taste like. Never tried it. So yeah, I got the truck back. It took forever. Oh my goodness. Some of it was just waiting on parts. So we got new fuel injectors, starter, and a motor. Oh shoot. Sad part is all that is still cheaper than buying another used vehicle. Isn't it crazy? Oh, I wonder if this is still warm. No, sir. Pretty gross. Oh, goodness. But I got the old truck back. Just gonna put the winter tires on and we'll be in style. Sorry, my nose is running. Well, it was a good day anyway. Hopefully, see something here before long, besides squirrels and one deer. But hopefully make the connection sometime soon. That wind picked up. Whew. All the snow's gone. Just a skiff. I mean, it almost wasn't even helpful. I mean, I could see obviously there's, you know, moose tracks and rabbits, squirrels, little deer tracks, which, I mean, they kind of looked like they might have been in the spring's fallen. They were so small. But yeah, it wasn't very deep. It was just a skiff on top of the wet leaves, so that wasn't long melting. Ooh, still cold. Found my keys. Oh, goodness. Now I feel all stiff and sore like an old woman. I feel like I'm about 80. Gosh. Alright, guys. Well, I'm gonna putter on back to the house and find something hot to eat and drink. Thanks for hanging out with me, and we'll catch you on the next one.